Yo, I don't know what's going on here, chat. I don't know what's going on here, chat, but the stock is absolutely ripping, bro. You just had a massive move after hours. And there's no news or anything. I don't even know what's going on here. You just had a random, like, extremely massive move on GameStop. Very odd, very odd. Usually we don't start streams this late, but I was just sitting here chilling watching this Vegas map podcast and playing some RuneScape, and then I just happened to look at the stock and it was ripping. Like I don't know what's going on. I can't find any news. I can't find any news. I don't know what's Do you see any like news or anything, Moose? I don't see nothing, bro. I don't see any filings, no news. Wall Street Journal? What did we get? Wall Street Journal. I don't see nothing there. Wall Street Journal. Isn't Wall Street Journal paywalled? I don't see anything for like SEC reports. There's no like news release or anything. I linked it through the Domo account on X. No filings. I don't know. The stock's just randomly up like 20%. It just randomly went up 20%. And there's no news or anything. I don't know what's up. Is it 6? 10%? I don't know. Well, however much that is. Whatever 22 to 55 to 24, 56 is. That's like, yeah, you're right. That is like 6, 7%. You say it's on Twitter? I don't see it on here. Speculation of an acquisition. I don't think I have you on Twitter, Moose. I don't think I have you on Twitter. Can someone can you message me it? Can you message me the article? I thought it was gonna keep going up more, but I guess not. Sorry, kitty. Sorry, kitty. Nice volume too. Yeah, very random. Very random. You know what's really interesting though is the warrants have been holding. Like when the warrants were at 390, the stock was trading at like 24 bucks. So it's pretty weird that the warrants closed at 390 today. And the stock was, 23. The warrant should have been more like below 370, 360. Kind of odd. But the warrants are going to open up above 4 bucks tomorrow. If assuming this holds 24 bucks, the warrants might even open above like 420. If this holds, I don't just so random, such a random spike. I also wouldn't be surprised if they just sold it down. Oh, nice. Exclusive GameStop CEO. Audacious plan clinches 35 billion payday. That was just barely? Yeah, that was okay. You're right. All right. Oh, it's paywalled. Paywalled. I can't read it. I don't have a Wall Street Journal sub. Oh, he has the description here. Is that the same thing as the article? I don't know if this is the same as the article. Yeah, it's paywalled. I can't read it. Ask AI. I don't think AI would know. It's too recent of an event. That's actually a really good idea, Ruben. I'm gonna ask AI. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea, Ruben. Maybe I can ask AI to give me the text through the paywall. That's a really good idea, actually. Can you give me the text behind the paywall of this article? I cannot provide the full text behind the Wall Street Journal paywall. That proprietary content you need to access. The summary of the article. GameStop CEO Cohen is pursuing a bold strategy to transform the company from its $11 billion market value into a much larger business, targeting as high as $100 billion in market cap. Performance-based pay. Cohen's compensation is tied to a massive performance-based package that could be worth up to $35 billion if GameStop hits its ambitious goals. This incentive mirrors very long-term equity awards seen in other tech companies. Part of his major acquisition plans. Part of his strategy reportedly involves pursuing a significant acquisition in the consumer or retail space to accelerate growth, though Cohen hasn't publicly detailed specific targets. Supports from big investors. Prominent investor Michael Burry has publicly supported Cohen's plan, even increasing his own GameStop stake and encouraging the acquisition strategy. Transformation despite skepticism. Article highlights that its direction is seen as highly unconventional given GameStop's performance. Since the peak of the 2021 meme stock rally, some see Cohen's plan as either a daring success or very high risk. I mean, we already know all that. Damn. Do you think someone on Reddit has to have a Wall Street Journal sub, right? Someone on Reddit has to have this, man. Someone's got to post it. I mean, the stock's kind of selling off now, but still weird. Still very weird. So random, bro. So random. Right at 8. Right at this moved before Domo even posted that, though. This started ripping like 5 minutes before Domo even what do I need from Wall Street Journal? I need where is it? This article. It just barely came out like 10 minutes ago. 15 minutes ago. GameStop CEO has an audacious plan to clinch his $35 billion payday. So if you have a Super Stonk or Reddit or something, or you could screenshot and DM me on Twitter, I would really appreciate it. Because I do not have a sub to Wall Street Journal. Someone's being liquidated. It's like $2 spike. It could have been it could be a short closing. I don't know. It's tough to say. Like, these after hours moves like this just don't really happen, or it hasn't happened in quite a while. Like, we've seen this happen before, but just very random. And like, it's probably gonna sell back to 23 before the day opens tomorrow. Like, it's almost like they're trying to avoid getting option traders profit. Like, if they sell this back down to 23 before tomorrow, that's crazy. That means that's very interesting. Because obviously, if you had this move during market hours, a bunch of option traders would profit quite a bit. But since it's an after hour move, option traders can't benefit, or anyone who's trading the warrants. The only people who can benefit from this price action here is someone who has shares, which I didn't sell any. My next sells at 25.69. So I didn't, unfortunately it didn't go that high, but yeah, very odd. This is cool though. Yeah, it's just odd. It's just such odd price action for It's 8 p.m. Like, we should be in bed. We should be sleeping. Why the fuck is the stock up 7%? That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, bro. I was actually watching the After Hours live when it started blipping. Huh. Very interesting. I just happened to look at Yahoo randomly, and I saw it was at 2350 when I looked, and I was like, what the hell's going on? And then I opened, and I was like, whoa! 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 Need to go deeper on the Reddit. I mean, maybe that James O'Leary guy will post it. Who knows? I was trying to enjoy my Vegas Matt podcast. I was trying to enjoy my Vegas Matt podcast, man. Come on. Let's see. Let me see if any. Let me see if there's any posts on Twitter here. It would be nice if somebody would share the text. Everyone's just sharing screenshots of the title. It's like, come on, bruh. Share the article. Someone out there has to have a Wall Street Journal sub. Everyone's just posting acquisition. Acquisition. But nobody's, Cohen himself has never said anything about an acquisition. It's just all speculation. All this move on speculation. Yeah, very odd, huh? Very odd. It's a random time, too. Such a random time. So random. Like, when did... I can't even remember the last time the stock moved like that. Like, obviously, most of the time it does move is after hours, but it's usually like, 5, 10, 20 minutes after the market closes, not 6 hours later. Like, this is just really random. Usually those spikes get erased right away. Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised to see it open at 23. But if it stays up, that would be very interesting. Do you think it's Domo Capital? No, because Domo Capital posted the article late. So it's not him buying. It's got to be a short 22.55, though. Isn't that where Cohen bought last? Isn't that where Cohen bought last? 22.55? What if he just randomly bought? He's just chilling in after hours. He's like, oh, it hit my trigger. He's not even paying attention. Oh, wait, that's not Cohen. Yeah, 20. Oh, no, 21. Yeah, okay, it's 21. Never mind. I forgot his first batch of 500K was below 21. Could you imagine if it was Larry? Larry bought it 22, didn't he? Pretty sure Larry bought it 22. That'd be funny if it was Larry. Larry's last purchase was 22.87. So interesting. So interesting, bro. I really want someone to share the text of this article, but I don't think they're going to. When is the spike at? 25 minutes or 23 minutes ago. It was literally right at 8 on the dot is when it started. Run up was on 50K shares. If someone out there has a Wall Street Journal subscription, please screenshot the text and message it to me on Twitter, or post it on Superstonk or Twitter or something. Someone out there has to have a Wall Street Journal sub. I refuse to believe nobody does. Crushing a happy dad? Hell yeah. Bitcoin dumping for year end will impact us 100 million in losses unless they sold the Bitcoin. 100 it could. It doesn't I don't think the digital asset gains or losses count towards net income though, so I don't think it's really that big of a deal. Used to be 50%, 22 to 23. I never watched the stock back then. I'm relatively new to the, I mean, year and a half, I guess. It's all interesting, dang. Caught you driving home. Yeah, it's actually morning time for a lot of you guys, huh? It's kind of interesting. Usually it's night for a lot of you guys when the stream's on. It's morning. It's morning for a lot of you. I know there's a way, like if you know how to do the HTML, I know you can get rid of the paywall. I just don't know how to do it. I don't know how to edit the HTML to get rid of the paywall. I just know you can do it.
The GameStop CEO has an audacious plan to clinch his $35 billion payday. Billionaire Ryan Cohen says he's eyeing a major acquisition.
Oh, that's just reading the title. I don't think that'll read the whole thing. So lame, bro. I want to read it. A news thing? Moving it like that? Gotta be able to read it. Nobody on Superstonk will post it, bro. It would be nice. TDA news page. Wait, that's another article? What is going on? No, it's just that one. I found a piece of the article. I'm sure more will come. I hope so. Where'd you find it? Just on Twitter? I mean, it's already given up the gain. Basically. It's crazy how solid the technical lines that I have on my chart have been hitting, bro. Like, look how crazy that is. Like, top tick by a pen. Like, not even, like, perfect top tick, bro. The technical analysis is crazy. Stock is going to squeeze. A lot of hype, a lot of hype. Just nobody will post the art. Oh, hell yeah, right here. This guy. Let's go. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. I'm pretty sure this is it. I don't know if this is the whole article, though. I don't know if this is the whole article, but it says GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen told the Wall Street Journal in an interview. Oh wow, this is why it's moving so much. This is an exclusive interview with Ryan Cohen, bro. This is an interview. This is an interview, dude. Oh shit. Oh shit, bro. This is an interview. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen told Wall Street Journal in an interview that he is aiming to turn the 11 billion company into a 100 billion plus juggernaut. This larger company would do much more than just sell video games and collectibles. To do this, he is eyeing a major acquisition of a publicly traded company, likely in the consumer or retail industry, where he has spent most of his career. Dude, is he gonna buy Chewy? Is he gonna buy Chewy, bro? Could you imagine if he bought Chewy back? Oh my god, that'd be crazy. I don't know. That's some tinfoil right there. But could you imagine if he bought Chewy back? Oh my god. He has his sights set on a handful of companies that he declined to identify and plans to approach potential targets soon. A handful of companies, bro. A handful of companies, bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. And Muma's sleeping. Any deal will be big, the 40-year-old billionaire said. It's ultimately either going to be genius or totally, totally foolish. Oh, wow. Wow. He's not even like, he doesn't even know if it's a good idea, bro. Oh my god, what a gangster. GameStop shares reached a high of 120.75 5 years ago this week. They closed at 22.81 Thursday. Cohen bristles at the term meme stock, telling the Journal it is a label people use when they don't want to do the work on a stock. You either create value over time or you don't, he said. Cohen said GameStop is finally in a good position to make bolder moves. After recent efforts to sell more collectibles and shut underperforming stores, GameStop has around $9 billion in cash and liquid securities on its balance sheet that could help fund a deal. There are a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management teams, Cohen said about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Chat! I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. Oh my god. What a gangster, bro. What an absolute gangster, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, chat. Oh my god. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Is that the whole article? Is it just that little bit? No fucking way, bro. I wonder if I think that might be the whole article. No way. No way. I gotta make a stream clip. I'm gonna reread this. Let me. Whoops. So the Wall Street Journal just posted this article. The GameStop CEO has an audacious plan to clinch his $35 billion payday. The stock moved up 6-7% after hours right as the article got posted. And I can't read it because it's paywalled, but I did find a version of it on GME. Or, yeah, GME Twitter. So It says GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen told the Wall Street Journal in an interview that he is aiming to turn the 11 billion company into a 100 billion plus juggernaut. This larger company would do much more than just sell video games and collectibles. To do this, he is eyeing a major acquisition of a publicly traded company, likely in the consumer or retail industry, where he has spent most of his career. He has his sights set on a handful of companies that he declined to identify and plans to approach potential targets soon. Any deal will be big, the 40-year-old billionaire said. It's ultimately either going to be genius or totally foolish. Crazy. GameStop shares reached a high of 120.75 5 years ago this week. They closed at 22.81 Thursday. Cohen bristles at the term meme stock, telling the Journal it is a label people use when they don't want to do the work on a stock. You either create value over time or you don't, he said. Cohen said GameStop is finally in a good position to make bolder moves after recent efforts to sell more collectibles and shut underperforming stores. GameStop has around $9 billion in cash and liquid securities on its balance sheet that could help fund a deal. There are a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management teams, Cohen said about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. Bro, if that's not bullish, I don't know what bullish is, bro. Ryan Cohen is about to become a juggernaut, bro. He is about to become a juggernaut. The next Warren Buffett, bro. The next Warren Buffett, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit, bro. Bed Bath & Beyond is dog shit, bro. Maybe he'll buy that, but Bed Bath & Beyond's dog shit. I don't know why people are so obsessed with that. I don't know why people are so obsessed with Bed Bath & Beyond, but maybe he buys it. I don't know. I feel like Chewy would be the most obvious one, but Chewy's doing well as a company, so he's not going to get a good deal on something like that. He has to find a company that's not doing good. He has to find a company he can get a good deal on, you know? So crazy, bro. Crazy stuff, chat. Let me open my editor here. I'm gonna get that clip up. Might as well be the first one to post it, huh? Might as well be the first one to post it. I think Bed Bath & Beyond's profitable as well, so I don't know why he would buy like a profitable company. And Bed Bath & I don't know why people talk about BBBY when Bed Bath & Beyond's literally on the stock market still, I'm pretty sure. I don't think it's under ticker BBBY, but I'm pretty sure it's still on the market. Maybe it is BBBY. I thought they changed the ticker. I guess not. I could have sworn they changed the ticker, though. I mean, that'd be pretty interesting if he came back for this. All the Bed Bath & Beyond, man, I can't even imagine all the Bed Bath & Beyond kids on Twitter if that happened. They'd be tweaking, bro. They'd be absolutely tweaking. Yeah, I guess Bed Bath & Beyond isn't profitable. Last time I looked at it, I thought it was profitable, but I guess not. Very odd, very odd. I guess it could be. I guess it could be. I thought Bed Bath & Beyond was profitable, so I guess that could be a pick. He already knows the business, and he already has given a lot of suggestions on how to turn that business around, so he probably has a pretty good idea of how he would turn it around. So though I don't really like the Bed Bath & Beyond people who post on Twitter, I think you guys are psycho, But, if Cohen bought that, I can see it now. I can see it. I could see how he could get a good deal on that. What were we doing again? Oh yeah, this. So the Wall Street Journal the Wall Street Journal just posted this article. The GameStop CEO has an audacious plan to clinch his $35 billion payday. The stock moved up 6-7% after hours right as the article got posted. And I can't read it because it's paywalled, but I did find a version of it on GME. GME Twitter. Version of it on GME. GME Twitter. So it says GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen told the Wall Street Journal in an interview that he is aiming for Warren Buffett, bro. The next Warren Buffett, bro. Warren Buffett, bro. I gotta get this uploaded, bro. Gotta get this uploaded. Gotta be the first one to post about it, you know? Even though it probably doesn't matter. Yeah, the stock's not moving now. I see why it reacted, though, because that's an interview for Ryan Cohen. It's not just some stupid random article. Like most of the time. Wonder if they announce something tomorrow. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but it's just such a random time for an article, bro. So random. I see 4 articles posted 40 minutes ago, all saying the same thing. They're letting it run here soon. Maybe. I don't want to get too excited. It's never good to get too excited. But it is very interesting. Did I export this? Pretty sure I did. Whoops. Meant to do upload. Okay. There we go. I want to see if anyone else, if there's any more to that article. I don't think so, though. A handful of companies, though. That's crazy, bro. A handful of companies. It's not just one, bro. Not just one. A handful. That's interesting, bro. So that means he's not trying to target like a massive company. He's trying to target like small companies and build a portfolio of, smaller companies that even if they fail, it's not that big of a deal. Just like I was talking about. Like I bet Cineverse will be one of them. Maybe Bed Bath & Beyond. Like that would be just, looking at their 10K, Bed Bath & Beyond would be probably a good choice because Ryan Cohen already has had some time within that business. So I feel like he would have a good idea of what needs to be done there. And Real Fly's gone. I didn't know that. I didn't know they had $3 billion in NOLs. Like that's very interesting as well. I don't know about all the tinfoil of Bed Bath & Beyond. I don't know about all that, but $3 billion NOLs, that could be very interesting. He's gonna SPAC out GME. No, it's not gonna be a SPAC. It's not a SPAC. He's going to turn it into a holding company, an investment firm. It's gonna be more like a bank, or more like Berkshire Hathaway. But I think the best way to look at it is GameStop is going to become an investment firm, a public trading investment firm, basically. I don't know what to title this, though. Ryan Cohen, Wall Street Journal article. I don't know what should I name this? Ryan Cohen is going to buy all the businesses. GME GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen is going to buy all the businesses. I like that title, kind of. I kind of like that title. I'm cool with that one. In a new Wall Street Journal interview, all the businesses. It's going to buy, I'm going to say multiple. I like that. I like all the businesses, though. Then I'll do a little space there. I think that'll be good. Companies. Yeah, you're right. That's better. Companies is better. You're right there. Companies does sound better. All right, now I need a thumbnail here. I'm stealing this. I'm stealing this thumbnail. It's funny. I like it. I like it. It's not the best. It's not the best, but it'll work for now. Boom. And then I need some tags. I'm gonna go steal some tags from one of my videos I already have. Let's see. Ryan Cohen. Probably this. Let's see. I didn't even change the tags on that one. What the heck? How come? Interview. Where's what happened to? Very confusing. I'll take these ones. I'll take these ones. Boom. Sorry, I'm getting this ready. Again, I'm just gonna make it public. Sick. Let's go, chat. Let's go, chat. Doesn't look like it's moving, though. It's just kind of holding 2365. All right, sorry, I've been ignoring the chat. My bad. Let me see what you guys are saying. Four articles posted 40 minutes ago saying the same thing. I have calls that expire tomorrow. Nice. Webull will have the 4 articles I'm talking about. I don't have a Webull. Webull GameStop. Can I still look at the articles even without an account? Oh, nice. Hell yeah, I can. That's sick. They're all Wall Street Journal, though. Wouldn't it be nice to have a Webull right now? Wouldn't it be nice to have a Webull? Super Stonk has the full article in comments. It's about time. I've been waiting. Ah, hell yeah. Clutch. Thank you, Flygon. Ah, now I kind of regret posting that. I kind of regret posting that now. I didn't know. God damn it. All right. I gotta take off that stream clip. I gotta take off that stream clip. God damn it. That sucks. Oh, that sucks. I'm actually gonna record a new one. I'll leave that one up for now. Shout out to, thank you, Flygons. I appreciate it. Let me read the chat before I start reading this, though. Let's see. Bye Bye Baby would have been the better option, like Ryan said years ago, to spin it off. Bye Bye Baby was the crown jewel of BBBY. Let's see. I think that's a bad move. Too many others do it better. He's going to do this by diluting a 5 billion mark. I don't know what you're talking about, James O'Leary. Skirt. I mean, yeah, he can do it, but it's going to take massive life. I don't even know what you're talking about, James O'Leary. Why do you need to hit 30? Am I trying to pump? No. I'm just reporting on the stock that I'm heavily invested in. You got a problem? Webull would give you free shares and pay you to stream their software. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't want Webull. I'm good. So the Wall Street Journal just posted this article at so the Wall Street Journal just posted this article about an hour ago, and the stock ripped 6-7% from 23 to almost $25. And yeah, it's pretty crazy, honestly. This is an exclusive interview with Wall Street Journal and Ryan Cohen, so let's get into it. The GameStop CEO has an audacious plan to clinch his $35 billion payday. Billionaire Ryan Cohen says he's eyeing a major acquisition, and famed investor Michael Burry is cheering him on. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen has a stake of over 9% and is the single biggest individual investor in the company. Summary, it says GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen plans a major acquisition, likely in consumer or retail, to transform the company into a $100 billion plus entity. Cohen's compensation package is tied to the GameStop's market value reaching $100 billion and a measure of EBITDA reaching $10 billion. Michael Burry, a GameStop shareholder, supports Cohen's strategy, suggesting a $10 billion plus acquisition of a quality business. GameStop shares have dropped around 80% since the retailer's reign as king of the meme stocks in 2021. Its chairman and chief executive has an ambitious plan to turn that slide around, and has Michael Burry of The Big Short fame cheering him on. GameStop CEO Ryan Cohen told the Wall Street Journal in an interview that he is aiming to turn the $11 billion company into a $100 billion plus juggernaut. This larger company would do much more than just sell video games and collectibles. To do this, he is eyeing a major acquisition of a publicly traded company, likely in the consumer or retail industry, where he has spent most of his career. He has his sights set on a handful of companies that he declined to identify and plans to approach potential targets soon. Any deal will be big, the 40-year-old billionaire said. It's ultimately either going to be genius or totally foolish. Cohen co-founded online pet products retailer Chewy in 2011. He served as its CEO through 2018 after leading the company to an over $3 billion sale to PetSmart. He pivoted to activist investing for a time, agitating for change at companies including Nordstrom and Bed Bath & Beyond, where he faced allegations that he denied of misleading investors. He said a few years ago he was modeling his strategy after those of Warren Buffett and Carl Icahn, finding undervalued stocks like the former and pressing for change like the latter. Earlier this month, GameStop's board of directors adjusted Cohen's compensation package to give him an extra incentive to boost the company's market value and profitability. He stands to make as much as $35 billion in stock if certain criteria are met. Part of the award starts vesting if GameStop's market value reaches $20 billion, and a measure of earnings before interest, taxes, and depreciation and amortization reaches $2 billion to get the full... What the hell just happened? Oh. To get the full award, GameStop's market value must reach $100 billion, and the EBITDA measure must reach $10 billion. More executives have been following the lead of Tesla CEO Elon Musk, whose multi-billion-dollar pay package from 2018 laid the groundwork for other moonshot pay deals. In November, Tesla shareholders approved a fresh record-setting pay deal for Musk that promises as much as $1 trillion in additional stock if certain milestones are reached. This structure ensures that Mr. Cohen's incentives are directly aligned with creating long-term value for GameStop stockholders. GameStop said in a filing detailing the changes. Meanwhile, Cohen has been buying up more GameStop shares, including as recently as this month. He now has a stake of over 9% and remains the biggest individual shareholder in the business. I believe he's the biggest shareholder in general now. I think has more shares than Vanguard. The recent changes caught the attention of Burry, the doctor-turned-hedge fund manager whose bets against subprime mortgage bonds were chronicled in the Michael Lewis book. Burry closed his fund last year to launch a paid Substack newsletter. Burry wrote earlier this week that the video game retailer should run the Berkshire Hathaway playbook and use its giant cash holdings to make transformative acquisitions. Cohen has a crappy business, and he is milking it best he can while taking advantage of the meme stock phenomena to raise cash and wait for an opportunity to make a big buy of a real growing cash cow business. Burry, a GameStop shareholder, said in the newsletter he bought more stock recently and sees upside in the company should Cohen spend $10 billion or more to acquire a quality business, such as an insurer with plenty of customer premiums to invest. GameStop's substantial net operating losses, which allows it to offset future taxable income, could also make it an ideal acquirer for many targets, Burry wrote. Cohen told the Journal that he hasn't spoken to Burry since at least 2019. He's one of the few investors I respect, he said. He has a track record of making prescient early calls. Burry other recent writings have warned of potential AI bubble. Cohen gained a cult following after he built a big GameStop stake in late 2020, criticized the company for moving too slowly toward e-commerce. He joined GameStop's board in January 2021. When the business had a market value of a little over $1 billion, he rose to become chairman later that year and vowed to transform the struggling retailer into an e-commerce giant. The stock took off. So-called meme stock investors poured into GameStop in droves and fueled a massive rally, many with a desire to squeeze out short-selling hedge funds that had bet against the business. GameStop shares reached a high of 120.75 years ago this week. They closed at $22.81 Thursday. Cohen bristles at the term meme stock, telling the Journal it is a label people use when they don't want to do the work on a stock. You either create value over time or you don't, he said. Cohen said GameStop is finally in a good position to make bolder moves after recent efforts to sell more collectibles and shut underperforming stores. GameStop has around $9 billion in cash and liquid securities on its balance sheet, that could help fund a deal. There are a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management teams, Cohen said about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. This is sick. Absolutely sick, bro. Cohen is about to do something crazy, bro. Do something crazy. I hope you guys are excited. I hope you guys are excited, bro. Looks like there's a lot of trolls in the chat. You guys are retarded, so I don't know why you guys are talking shit. Moose, you should be clapping these guys. I don't know if Moose is here still, though. Should be clapping all these losers in my chat. For him to do what the Wall Street Journal is saying, it would take massive dilution or debt. I don't think you know what you're talking about, James O'Leary. They're sitting on like over $8 billion in cash. They can do whatever they want. The debt 0% interest because of the bonds. Yeah, good job. Clap them. Don't let these brokies talk shit, bro. Don't let these brokies talk shit. They're just jealous. They're just jealous, bro. They just wish they were good investors, bro. They just wish. They wish. See, you gotta clap them all the way. You gotta put them in timeout for 24 hours. That's how you do it, bro. Timeout for 24 hours. Don't give them another chance. Don't give them another chance. Sorry, it was in the washroom. Oh, you're good. You're good, bro. Where's the money gonna come from? They have money. Have you not looked at GameStop's balance sheet? He's gonna buy Microsoft? Yeah, definitely not. It's been a while, but it's great hearing you again. Keep being you. Hey, much love, Essence. I don't remember seeing you in my chat ever, I don't think. Not familiar, but I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. God bless. How many for 5 billion? What's the best business to buy? Liquor stores. I think the best case scenario is you buy, like $200-300 million businesses, and you buy like a lot of them, and you buy, like 10, 15, 20 businesses with 5 billion. I don't think you necessarily just buy one. I think you try to create a portfolio of businesses that can potentially grow. Who the fuck? I don't understand what he gains from shilling on a stock he's not invested in. Oh, I'm highly invested in GameStop, but shilling a $10 billion market cap isn't gonna do anything. It's not an altcoin that has fucking no liquidity and baby little tiny micro fucking cock market cap. It's an actual real business. I'm not gonna be able to pump a 10 billion market cap stock. It's just not possible. You think we ever get another GME pump? I don't know. It's a long-term investment. It's cool if it pumps, but it's a long-term investment. Doesn't really matter if it pumps. What do I see happening at market open? I wouldn't be surprised to see it back at 23, but I guess we'll see. That's a really bullish article. Very bullish. you know, it's a real interview from Ryan Cohen. It's not just some random Wall Street Journal. Not some random Wall Street Journal article. So there's a lot of value in that article, I would say. They have lots of debt already, so to buy a 10 billion company, they will need money. No, because the debt's from bonds. So if they ever need to repay the bonds, the stock should hopefully be high enough to where the bondholders will convert into shares, and you don't have to pay the bondholders back in cash. So, like I said, if you don't know what you're talking about, James O'Leary, you need to be tapped in on the story before you have an opinion. I'm just saying, like, you're you're entitled to your own opinion, but don't sit and act like you know what you're talking about when you don't. What's my favorite stock besides GameStop? Probably the S&P 500. If I didn't have, if I wasn't putting everything into GameStop, I'd be putting everything in the S&P 500. So my answer would be the S&P. Haters come out of nowhere. The article says buy a company over 10 billion. It never said that. It never said that, bro. Let's say I came up on 20 grand somehow. I don't want to say how. Hypothetically, what would you do? I mean, you know what I would do. So, not a very good question. You know what I would do. Yeah, clap him. Clap him. Clap him. Clap him. You're a D-bag unsub, treat people better? No, I don't want to treat people better when they're being retarded. If you're a little pussy, if you're a paper-handed little bitch, and you have no clue what you're talking about, but you act like you know what you're talking about, you're in the wrong stream, bro. I'm not here to coddle you, bro. I'm not here to coddle you. You think I'm gonna coddle you, bro? That's crazy. You're in the wrong stream. What billions of debt are you referring to? Yeah, exactly. I think it's just a bunch of like trolls. They're upset. They're upset because I'm a big winner. What's up, Apocalypse? Apocalypse? Gme has like 250 million stock they can still create. Yeah, it's like 250, 300, somewhere around there. What's up, Dixie? Brad Murray, what's up? I think the dilution is period over, but that's just a feeling. I don't know. I mean, if the stock went up a lot, I would expect them to do another at the money. Why wouldn't you, If the stock went up to like 50, 60 or higher, why wouldn't you do another at the money? Never mind, I checked. They still have 500 mil shares they can create. It's up to $1 billion. So the full dilution right now with like the warrants and the bonds is like 592 or something like that. So yeah, I guess it's more like 400 million they can create still. Where's Muma when you need him? He's sleeping like a little baby. Sleeping like a little baby. He's having sweet dreams about GameStop. He was having dreams about GameStop being up. Little does he know, his dreams actually came true this time. It's very rare the dream actually comes true. It's very weird. Drunken Wind, what's up, Drunken Wind? How you doing, bro? How you doing, Drunken Wind? Good to see you, bro. God bless. What's my average cost on GameStop? Somewhere around 20 bucks. I don't know exactly. Could be more, could be less, but somewhere around 20. More bullish indicators. Yep. Yep. It's kind of weird because I never stream at this hour, but maybe I should. All the it just goes to show. It just goes to show like all my viewers are foreign. We never have this many people in the stream, bro. Like every viewer I have is foreign. That's crazy, bro. I got no American viewers, bro. I got no American viewers. It's all foreign people. Yeah, it could be the news. It could be the news. It could be bots. It could be a lot of things. I'm gonna go find an Apple investor stream to troll like that guy. Hey, we were streaming about Apple earlier today. I like Apple. I like Apple. Nothing wrong with Apple. I know you're joking. My gut says ATM at $45 range. I wouldn't expect them to do an ATM at the $45 range. Maybe like another like bond or something new that we haven't seen yet. I would expect an ATM more at like 60 bucks or higher. Maybe 50 at the low. I mean, maybe 45, but I feel like I would expect it more above 60. But who knows? Last time is at 50, 60. They didn't do an offering. Instead, they sold at around 25 to 30. They did one at 60. They did an offering at 60. Raised like $1 billion or two. I think they raised like $2 billion at 60 bucks. And they did do another offering at like 23, but it was a small one. And I think you're right. They did do one at like 30 or 40, but it was their major at the money was 60 bucks, I thought. But they did do like 3 at the monies within that week, so I don't remember exactly. He said he's interested in retail space then, I thought I heard. Yeah, that's where did it say that? Yeah, it said that somewhere. I can't remember where it said that. Was it more at the end? Yes. Yeah, it was at the end. There are a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management teams, Cohen said about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. So yeah, he is looking for something in the retail industry to to turn around. That's what it seems like. Definitely seems like he's looking for another retail business to turn around. Cuz I mean, that's his specialty though, so like that's what you would expect, right? That's what you would expect. That is his specialty. I love the earning streams because people take those so personal. Chat goes wild. It's just because it's a lot of traders. And a lot of people have negative views on GameStop, as you've seen. So, you mentioned GameStop once. It's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting how people will invest in like AI stocks and a bunch of companies that are up like 5, 10, 15x, but they think GameStop's trash just because it hasn't moved. That's just an odd way to view the stock market, because I've seen so many stocks up absolutely massive that are not up that much today. Just people just the stock market's a really emotional place. If you haven't realized that by now, people are very emotional on Wall Street. Very emotional. Setting up a bull flag pattern right now, maybe a pop around midnight. I wouldn't expect anything for until tomorrow. These after hour moves tend to not hold. So, but we'll see. 4 a.m. in UK. Let's go. Let's go, Patel. Let's go, Patel. God bless, bro. Laura, I saw your message, Laura. I've just been slow on the chat. Shout out to Laura from Atlanta, I think I saw. Shucks, I have 162 shares at 159. I was tricked, I fear. Rip. 1208 in China. Nice, nice. Casey Mo in the 816. Let's go, Snow Moon. Let's go. More warrants. Do you think they could do 2 sets of warrants? Do you think? What happened? Why the late show? There was a Ryan Cohen interview released on Wall Street Journal like an hour, 15 minutes ago. Then the stock randomly went up like 6-7%. It's not up as much as it was, but it's still up. It's still up. Larry did tweet about an apple tree. Wait, just now? Oh no, not just now. I don't see that. I don't see that tweet from Larry. Let's see. Is this a short covering? I don't know. It's just a weird after hours reaction to this news. You know, it's after hours, so I wouldn't put too much weight on it. But we'll see tomorrow if you get some sort of continuation or something, you know. If the rest of the majority of people probably shouldn't be awake right now, so you maybe tomorrow morning when people actually get some time to read this, digest the news a little bit, maybe you'll see a continuation tomorrow, but who knows? I wouldn't be surprised if it just went back down to $23. Anything new? Nah, just this interview. Just this interview. That's the only new thing we've gotten recently. Worldwide Corey. I know, isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy how I can just, I mean, it's probably because of the news, but I can just fire up this stream and people just show up, and I haven't streamed it this time in a really long time. I still have my shares that I bought at 540. What a savage, bro. That's savagery right there. That's absolute savagery. How soon will we find out who bought 13F? It might have been a short covering. Like, you never know. You never know. I just can't imagine how this move happens on no news unless it's some sort of reallocation. There was news, though. It moved off of this GameStop or this Ryan Cohen interview that literally got uploaded an hour and a half ago, or an hour and 15 minutes ago. I gotta listen to that Corey SMR. Nice way to head into February. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if it actually holds. Would be nice. This Elon shit's crazy. What are you talking about? What Elon? What Elon shit? The late night show with Roy and Corey. Thursday night stock something. I don't know. The Thursday night stock fight club. Come and defend your thesis. Bring the gloves. Defend your thesis. I'll go aiming at Roaring Corey. I guess so. How'd that stream clip do? Look up Elon Crypto. I'm not looking up a shit coin, bro. Don't bring up shit coins in my chat. I appreciate you, Justin, but don't bring up shit coins in my chat. I think crypto is the absolute most stupid thing in the world. And shit coins, if I think, the top coins are shit, I think shit coins are complete utter garbage. And there's nothing that would ever change my mind about that. Yeah, see, that one's not. I'm going to try to re-upload with the longer version. For some reason that I think my stream's just being targeted by a lot of bots potentially, because I uploaded that video and it got like no views, which is odd. You would think if a bunch of people were looking up that article or something, you'd get views. But I'll re-upload it with the longer version. I ain't saying to buy it, I'm just saying it's stupid how it came out a couple hours ago and went up 100k%. I mean, that's just shit coins though. I feel like that's nothing new in the shit coin market. But that's fair. I'm just not gonna look it up because I just think crypto's like so stupid, bro. Especially shit coins. Is there a real meme coin called shit coin? I think there is. I think there is. I think there's one also called fart coin that's actually like one of the more popular top like 50 coins, I think. Fucking fart coin. I don't buy cryptos on Twitter and saw it trending. That's chill. I'm just letting you know, like I don't look at that stuff. So the Wall Street Journal just too many people get scammed on that shit. So I just don't even talk about it. Don't pay attention to it. How's a coin go up 121k%? Someone with a lot of money, bro. Someone with a lot of money pumping that coin. Bro, crazy, bro. Cohen said about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. Crazy, bro. Crazy, bro. This is sick. Absolutely sick, bro. Cohen is about to do something crazy, bro. GameStop to stop there. See, I actually want the first one I recorded because I said something about Ryan becoming the next Buffett, so I want the end of that. You're not, bro. He is about to become a juggernaut. The next Warren Buffett, bro. The next Warren Buffett, bro. Cohen is about to be bullish is, bro. Ryan Cohen. If that's not bullish, If that's not bullish, I don't know what bullish is, bro. Ryan Cohen is about to become a juggernaut, bro. He is about to become a juggernaut. The next Warren Buffett, bro. The next Warren Buffett, bro. Poop coin. They pump it and cash out, and then a lot of people get stuck holding the bag. Yep. And if they pump it well, not only are the people pumping it pumping the price, but the people FOMOing in are also pumping the price. So it's it's a snowball. It's a snowball, but it starts with someone who has a massive bag, of course. But yeah, 121K return is insane, but how many people do you think actually captured that? Probably literally no one. Rough to have sleepy management teams, Cohen said about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. If that's not bullish, I don't know what bullish is, bro. Ryan Cohen is about to become a juggernaut, bro. He is about to become a juggernaut. The next Warren Buffett, bro. All right. I should probably just turn off the RuneScape. I'm not even paying attention to it. I'm just gonna go. It's my last day of membership, so I gotta bank everything before I log out. Damn, that guy's got 99 Slayer. What a beast. Or not 99 Slayer, 99 Sailing. I know that people pump it up and pull the rug, but I ain't never seen a coin go up that much. Gotta be no one. I don't pay attention to those, so I can't say I've ever seen one. I've seen a pretty massive gains on shit coins though. Someone had to have sniped millions worth of it and just making everyone dumb money into it. Shit's definitely gonna crash in the next couple hours. Yeah, probably. If it hasn't already. Could be someone with more than million. I mean, I don't know. I just don't want to look into it. It sounds kind of interesting, but I just don't even want to give that the light of day. There's, there's a shit coin made like every second, so I just don't want to give it the light of day. Shit coins don't deserve attention. They don't deserve attention. I'm wondering if I can, maybe I can zoom out and steal it. I feel like it's too big. Yeah, it's too large. But maybe I can finesse something here. Let's see. Kind of have to go to the bathroom. Let's see. Can I insert that? Crop. And then do this maybe? Hey, that actually doesn't look that bad. That actually doesn't look terrible. I don't mind that. Then I can get this little guy. Put that up here. Oh no. Oh no. I messed up. Something like that. I'm happy no one here thinks Cohen's going for AMC. That would make me rage quit and break stuff. Well, I mean, he does specifically say he's looking for something in the retail industry, so I don't think movie theaters are in the retail industry. So you're in luck there. You're in luck there. I also think the AMC comparisons are pretty dumb, but what can you do? What can you do? You know? People get sold weird opinions on social media and they just follow them like blind mice. It's almost like nobody has an opinion of their own anymore. Those things have no liquidity. Good luck unloading to those holding it. What acquisition do you think he has planned? I don't know, man. That's tough. I mean, he says retail industry. I hate to say it, but Bed Bath and Beyond kind of like it kind of makes sense in a lot of ways. I don't like it, I don't like it, but in a lot of ways Bed Bath and Beyond makes sense. But I don't know. I was thinking Kohl's. Kohl's is profitable though. You need a trash business that you can turn around. You can't buy a profitable business because you're not going to be able to get a good deal on it. If he goes for a business that's not great, he'll be able to get a good deal on it. So I don't know. I mean, obviously getting something profitable would probably be better for the shareholders, but I think getting a cheap turnaround could also be interesting. Ryan Cohen Wall. Acquisitions are coming. I just don't know that. Let's see. I'm just going to probably leave it untitled for now. Or, not untitled, but unlisted. Five Below. I think Five Below is profitable too. eBay's too large. You got to be more realistic. They only have, 8 billion. So realistically, you have like 4 or 5 billion that you can use to buy something. You got to be realistic with what you're going to buy here. I don't think eBay. I think eBay is too big. Five Below is probably too big too. It's got to be a smaller retail company, like 500 million, a billion maybe. Yeah, see, Five Below is profitable, and it's also 4.3 billion in assets. I feel like that's too expensive. Good luck unloading to those holding it. Oh, you're talking about the coin. Yeah, that's also an issue. Some celebs did a bunch of that stuff too. Remember Haktua? Maybe scroll companies by market cap to see the possibilities. I don't know how to get how would you get a list of retail companies? He said public traded companies, so list of public traded companies in the retail industry by market cap. Let's see, companies market cap, maybe. Largest retail companies by market cap. Here we go. Oh, it's not going to give you anything below 5 billion. That's a rip. Let's see. Public traded companies in the retail industry below 2 billion market cap. Let's try that. Let's try that. I don't think these are in retail. No, those aren't all retail. Maybe here. There we go. I mean, these are way too small though. Can't use that website, it's paywalled. Such an L. We did like Zoomies. Zoomies we could I don't know if Zoomies is a good one because skateboarding is kind of dying. But maybe Zoomies could be an interesting one. I think that's small. Let me see. I need a sec filing tab open so I can check. What about Zoomies? I think Zoomies is smaller. It's got insider buying though, so I don't know. Atari's not retail, I don't think. Atari would be more technology. Yeah, Zoomies is small. Zoomies is smaller. Hasbro. Would Hasbro count as retail? I don't know. I don't know if Hasbro counts as retail, but I think Hasbro's too big. Cost is only 34 mil. I don't think so. I think Cost is like a $2 billion company, I thought. Oh, you're talking about KOSS, not... I was thinking Kohl's for some reason. I don't think Cost is retail. I think that would be considered tech. Like, I'm thinking like of an actual like retail store. Like, that's what I picture. So like maybe like Big Five. Big Five Sporting Goods. I think that went bankrupt recently, didn't it? Yeah, jewelry, because that was something Cohen was going to get into, and before Chewy was jewelry. So something jewelry could be interesting. See, Big Five. Big Five could be interesting. That, like, if you think back to the old analysis, like 2021, 2020, there was like mentions of GameStop selling like tennis rackets and stuff. So they could buy something like Big Five, Big Five has sporting goods like tennis rackets, everything you need for sports. Big Five would be a very interesting one, actually. Very interesting. I don't know if it's public anymore though. I think it went bankrupt. I don't think it's on the market anymore. I'm pretty sure he said public company. Yeah, Big Five's not public anymore. But maybe he could pull it out of bankruptcy and make it public again. I don't know. Let's see. There's got to be. Oh, here we go. Oh, these are just small cap stocks, though. By industry. I don't see a retail one. Oh, right there. Specialty retail, probably, would be the most likely. Yeah, those are all too. Oh, no, those are millions. Okay. Micro Center? Micro Center. I've heard of that. Isn't that like computers and stuff? I don't think that's public company though. It's got to be a public company. I'm pretty sure it said that specifically, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. I'm pretty sure it said specifically a public company. I think it was at the end. There's a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management team. Let's see. I thought he said public. I thought he said he was looking for a public company, but maybe not. He's eyeing a major yes, see right here. To do this, he is eyeing a major acquisition of a publicly traded company, likely in the consumer or retail industry, where he has spent most of his career. He has his sights set on a handful of companies that he declined to identify and plans to approach potential targets soon. It also says, a handful of companies. So he's not looking to just buy one company. He's looking to buy multiple. It's not just one. That's why I think it's going to be a smaller company, or closer to like 500 million each company, because if he's looking for a handful, it wouldn't make sense to go buy one company for 2-3 billion. I don't know if that's in his best interest. I think his best interest is to buy multiple companies and turn them into multi-billion-dollar companies rather than just buying a multi-billion-dollar company. So many things over the years. I remember the mutable stuff, NFTs, etc. Micro Center, from what I see off Google's private valuation of 2.5 billion. Yeah, I feel like that's too high. I feel like anything under $1 billion is too high. But I don't know. Hey, what's up, P? New Wall Street Journal interview with Ryan Cohen. Talking about acquisitions and stuff. Pretty interesting. I'll upload the video of it here in a second. Lobster, how you doing, Lobster? Gold mining? Yeah, that's not. He says specifically a public traded retail company. So, that narrows your search down quite a bit. There's a lot of publicly traded retail companies though. BarkBox could be an interesting one, 1-800-Flowers, that could be maybe interesting. Bed Bath and Beyond is obviously I feel like Bed Bath and Beyond's the most obvious, you know. Something tells me Bed Bath and Beyond is like the most obvious one. Yeah, Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear could be interesting, maybe. Petco, Petco would be interesting. The competition of Chewy, that'd be kind of funny. Petco would actually be really funny. I think Petco's profitable too. Petco would be hilarious, actually. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if he buys Petco? Bro, that would be hilarious if he bought Petco. Yeah, Petco's not profitable, dude. Oh my god, Petco would be a good choice too. They have a lot of assets though. I feel like Petco would be too expensive. It's just their market cap's really low. Their market cap's at like 700 million for some reason. Someone ban the AMC guy. We're banning you. We're banning the AMC guy. AMC's not a retail company, my guy. Oh god. Dave and Buster's fits the PSA arcade tease last year. I feel like isn't Dave and Buster's too big though? I think Dave and Buster's a multi-billion company. I think Dave and Buster's might be too big. It's profitable. Yeah, 4 billion. I think Dave and Buster's is too big. Petco and Bed Bath and Beyond are like on this list are the two that actually make sense. Sportsman's Warehouse could be interesting. I actually have researched Sportsman's back a while back. I actually think Sportsman's is a very interesting one. Sportsman's could be interesting. There's so many interesting retail businesses he could take over, bro. Yeah, Sportsman's, bro. Sportsman's could be very interesting. Man, dude, there's so many interesting ones. Sportsman's, Big Five, Petco. I think Petco's too big. Bed Bath and Beyond, obviously. I think that would be my top three. Would be Sportsman's, Big Five, and Bed Bath and Beyond. But the only issue with Big Five is it's not publicly traded. That's the only issue with Big Five. You could do Leslie's. Leslie's is like a grocery store, I believe. If I remember correctly, I think Leslie's is a grocery store. And it's a very small company. Yeah, Leslie's is hella small. I believe that's a grocery store. Let me double check. There's so many interesting ones they could do. Leslie's Consumer Pool and Spa Care brand. Oh, never mind. I thought Leslie's was a grocery store. Never mind. Thinking of something else, I guess. Here, I'll post the article. I'll post the article for if you missed the article. I'll make it public. Just watch the whole video and give it a like. If you would, maybe share it. Maybe share it on Twitter or something. But I made that public if anyone wants to listen to me read that. Doing great. Been picking up shares for 2 years. Keep on buying Gme. It'll buy me a house one day, no rush. I mean, I think, I don't know. That's up to you. I think the GameStop shares are more valuable than any house you can buy, personally. But if that's your goal, bro, I hope you get there. I hope you get there. I personally would never sell my GameStop shares for a house, but that's just me. I think the GameStop shares are going to be extremely valuable if it gets to that point. Weeble. No, it's got to be retail. How come nobody... Do you get... Retail. Repeat after me. Retail company. Retail industry. You see here? Here, we'll sound it out for you. R E T A I L. Retail company. You got it? Are you sure? Are you going to be able to handle that? Are you going to be able to handle that? Retail company? I'm sorry. I'll stop, but God, like, come on. Come on. How hard is it to suggest a retail company? Like, seriously. There are a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management teams, Cohen said, about the retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. Retail industry. Come on, you can do it. Sound it out. R. Sorry, I'm sorry. I'll stop. I'll stop. Neg. Neg could be interesting because that's a digital. That's foreign though. I don't know if he would buy a foreign company. I feel like he'd want something on the US market. The Honest Co. What's that? What's the ticker? What's the ticker for the Honest Co? Honest. Oh, this HNST. Is this what you're talking about? I don't know what this is. Never heard of this. For some reason, my mind goes to like storefront. That could be an interesting one though, from the looks of it. I don't know what this is. I've never heard of it. See, it might be a little too small, but maybe not. Household personal products, diapers, wipes, skin. Yeah, that's actually a very interesting one, Ruben. I actually like that one. For some reason, my mind just goes to like a storefront, though. I don't know why. I don't know why. My mind goes storefront. But that's an interesting choice, definitely. And it's a smaller company, probably wouldn't cost much. Bob's? What's Bob's? Bob's. Discount furniture? Probably not that one. I don't think it's public, is it? Yeah, that's not on the US market. Rad, R-A-D. Yeah, that's not on the US market either. I just don't think he would buy something outside of the US. Ryan strikes me as a patriot, even though he's Canadian. My money's on Honest. That's a good one. My money's on Bed Bath & Beyond, honestly. I feel like that's the one that just seems very obvious. If I had to pick one, as much as I don't like it, I feel like Bed Bath & Beyond's the only like obvious choice. SCVL, yeah, that's not US either. Macy's, I think Macy's would be too big. I think Macy's is a multi-billion-dollar company. And Macy's is decently profitable. Yeah, Macy's a 16 billion in assets. Probably not Macy's. Neg is on NASDAQ and located in Cali. Well, they don't have filings. So it might trade on the NASDAQ, but it's a foreign company. Because they would have filings that I could see. They don't have any. Overstock. Overstock could be interesting. I think that's too big though. Is Overstock, did Overstock get, I think Overstock got delisted. Overstock merged with Bed Bath & Beyond, I thought. I thought Overstock and Bed Bath & Beyond merged. Pretty sure. J.C. Penney, that could be an interesting one. I think J.C. Penney might have went bankrupt. I don't think they're on the U.S. market anymore. Yeah, I don't think J.C. Penney's. I don't think J.C. Penney's on the market anymore. I think it went bankrupt. Ram is squeezing like silver these days. Wait, Ram? Like like the commodity Ram? Or wait, what are you talking about, Ram? I have an appointment on Thursday next week to sell a kidney for some DDR5 RAM. Oh, I see what you mean. Like RAM. I gotcha. Like actual like computer RAM. I didn't know what you're talking about. Bark, yeah, Bark. Bark for sure. Bark for sure could be an interesting one. Subscription model. Bark is a good choice for sure. I don't even need to look that one up. I've actually researched that company a decent amount. Bark is an interesting choice. Etsy. I think Etsy's too big. Yeah, Etsy's probably too big. Sitting at 5 billion market cap, it's probably got a few billion in assets. I think Etsy's too big. Trying to think of things that are below a billion. I just don't think Ryan's gonna buy like a large company. I think he's gonna buy multiple like decently sized smaller companies and turn them around and turn them into multi-billion-dollar companies, just like he did with GameStop. Yeah, I think Etsy's too big. But I don't know. Etsy could be an interesting one. Just potentially too big. Buy Temu. It's got to be like $5. It's not publicly traded though. Wendy's. Wendy's isn't retail though. Wendy's is food service or whatever they call it in the market. Definitely not Wendy's. And Wendy's is massive. Wendy's is a massive company. It's got to be retail. It's got to be retail. Sally Beauty could be interesting. There's not many. There's not many to choose from as far as this list goes. Let's see. There's also internet retail, though. We can look at internet retail. There's a lot more internet retail companies, it looks like. Yeah, there's Newegg. Newegg, 1.14 billion. Maybe, but I don't know. There's not very many internet companies. Jeff Brands. I think that would be too small. There's not many to choose from, honestly. There's not many to choose from. The ones that make sense to me is like Best Buy would be crazy, but definitely not. The only ones that really like make sense to me would be like Sportsman's. That could be interesting, but probably not Sportsman's. Bark is probably like potentially a top 3. I would say Bed Bath & Beyond is like the most obvious one. Maybe Petco, but I think Petco's too big. I think Sally Beauty would be too big. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Funko's not retail though, I don't think. I don't think Funko would count as retail. Do you think? I don't know. I don't think Funko's retail. It seems, he specifically mentioned that it is going to be a retail company. What the hell? So I just don't. Although Funko seems like an obvious choice, it's just not a retail company. So I just don't know about that one. What is Funko considered? I don't know what Funko's considered. Doesn't say. I thought Robin Hood told you what industry is Funko Pop? Stock market. Let's see. Oh, I could have just used Yahoo. What am I thinking? Yeah, Funko is a leisure stock, consumer cyclical. It's like when you type in something like Sportsman's. Sportsman's specifically says specialty retail, so Funko does seem like an obvious choice, but it's just not a retail company, so I don't think that's on the table. And also GameStop has a pretty massive partnership with Funko, so I just don't know. I'm just taking the words from the article. It's retail. It has to be a retail company according to what that article says. I work behind their dumpster at Wendy's. Jesus. Chill. Wendy's was better when Dave was around. Dave and Buster's, large short interest. Dave and Buster's is too big. And also it's not retail. Dave and Buster's is food. Dave and Buster's is entertainment, actually. Food and entertainment. It's not retail. And I guess Dave and Buster's isn't as big as I thought it was. But I think the play is retail because it's what Cohen knows. He knows retail. He has a proven track record in retail. So I don't think he would get into something like this. It just doesn't seem like it. Yeah, Dave & Buster's has $4 billion in assets, though the market cap is, $700 million. Anyone who says AMC is automatically banned. You get an auto ban if you say AMC. If you're not going to give a real suggestion, don't even type in the chat. A toy company? There's Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear's the only, lower or smaller company. Specialty retail. Oh, I didn't get to read your message, Laura. Why'd you delete the message, Laura? I didn't get to read it. Rent the Runway? Foot Locker? Is Foot Locker public? Yeah, Foot Locker's not public. Just got here. Why do we think it's retail? Because it specifically says it. There's a lot of diamonds in the rough that have sleepy management teams, Cohen said about retail industry. I didn't fix GameStop to stop there. And then in the, I forget where it is, it's more at the beginning of the article. He says he's eyeing a major acquisition of a publicly traded company, likely in the consumer or retail industry. Oh, I guess it could be consumer, so I guess it could be something like food. I guess it could be something like Dave and Buster's, because I think it said, no, that's entertainment. Consumer retail industry. So I guess it could be consumer, cyclical or whatever. I guess it could be anything consumer cyclical. Potentially. But I don't know, just it seems like a retail store of some sort is the most obvious choice. But what's up, Grady? Hope you're doing good. Sam Lucio, Michael Anthony, what's up? Laura, hope you're all doing good. Dixie, much love, much love. Dave Eaton, what's up, dude? I can't remember. Did I ban you last time you were here? Or... yes, you got banned last time you were here. So, keep your mouth shut, buddy, or I'll ban you forever. Bring some value to the stream. Which article? It's an article that got uploaded like 2 hours ago. It's brand new. Made the stock jump like 6-7%. I mean, it's already pretty much gave back the gains for the most. I mean, it's still up 3%, but it's not up as much as it was. I'd imagine he would want to be in clothing, pets, and possibly computer parts. I would agree with pets, not clothing or computer parts. He wants to be in something that is like think about Chewy, you know, pet food. He wants something that is very easy to sell that people need. I don't think he wants another like difficult business like GameStop. I think he wants something easy. Like Petco would make a lot of sense, but I just think Petco might be too large. But Petco would be a very like obvious pick if it's not too big. Wall Street Journal, got it. Yeah, I uploaded the video of me reading it, so if you want to go listen to me read it, go onto the channel and there's a video. Party City, I think that went bankrupt, didn't it? Yeah, that's not on the market anymore, if it ever was. Funko's in the leisure sector. That has lots of 33 companies. Consumer goods, electronic, apparel, fashion. See, I just don't know about clothing because people don't. I mean, people buy clothing, but they don't need it. So I just don't know. See, like the Honest Co. or whatever you said, that one's kind of interesting. People need diapers, wipes. They need all that stuff. So like that one would be a really good pick. Like Bed Bath, I don't want to keep saying it because it just seems so stupid, but Bed Bath and Beyond sells a lot of like necessities in a lot of ways. Big Five's not a public company anymore, so I don't know. 1-800-Flowers. Yeah, I suggested that one. Flowers could be interesting. I think Flowers could be interesting, but I don't know. Aldis? What's Aldis? Aldis isn't on the US market, whatever that is. A grocery chain would be amazing. Yeah, like something grocery would be interesting. God, there's a company that I've looked up. I just can't remember what it is. Making GME memers jump? Well, that's an actual interview from Ryan Cohen, so you're just showing how dumb you are. That's a real interview from the CEO. So to say that GME people are dumb when you're actually retarded, that's from the words of the fucking GOAT. Don't you ever fucking say anything about the GOAT, bro. Don't you ever say anything about the GOAT. Beyond Meat? No, definitely not. What retail can Cohen do Amazon would have trouble competing with? I don't know. Corey's got too many Jimmy shares to shop at Aldi's. Don't say that. Aldi's a grocery store for poor people. Great place. I go there often. Oh, it must be a different country. I've never heard of Aldi's. I don't. Is that a U.S. thing? I've never heard of that. I know there's a publicly traded grocery store company. I've looked it up before. I just can't think of the name. I'm trying to think. I want to say, is it Jeff? No. Jeff Brand? No. It's been on Insider Buying before. I know I've looked it up. I'm gonna look up my old spreadsheet. Maybe I can find it on there. Yeah. The good old spreadsheet. We might be able to find something in this. Retail. There's Bark. Yeah, it's Casey. This is a grocery store. Casey's General Store. It's too big though. I thought it was smaller. Rip. Not that one. I thought it was smaller. Where the hell did my spreadsheet go? Oh, here it is. Chewy, Coupang. I think Coupang's too big. That's like the Korean Amazon. eBay's too big. Five Below's too big, although it's an interesting one. FLWS, isn't that 1-800-Flowers? Yeah, 1-800-Flowers could be an interesting one. I mean, these are just companies I've already researched before. What was that? Oh, retail. Pets. That'd be funny. Pets.com would be funny. Sally's Beauty. Sportsman's. What's VSCO? What's that? VSCO. Oh, Victoria's Secret. Ooh, Victoria's Secret? I think that's too big of a company, but that would potentially be interesting. Woof. That's Petco. I feel like Petco is like a good choice. Petco seems like a really solid choice in a lot of ways because he already has that experience in that space. Petco seems like a really interesting choice. Hugh G. What's up, Hugh G? Cheers, Hugh G. Cheers, bro. Sprouts. Amazon owns Sprouts, I believe. It's a US thing founded by some German brothers that couldn't agree on whether or not to sell cigarettes. Oh, interesting. I've never. NGVC? What's that? Natural Grocers. Ooh. Natural Grocers. That's a sniper over here. That's a good one, Lobster. That's a good one. Natural Grocers, bro. That's a solid idea there. That is a solid one, bro. Let's look at that balance sheet. What was the ticker again? NGVC. I actually, there's a Natural Grocers like near me, so I actually know what this is. Why is it being so slow? Like froze. That was weird. That was kind of weird. Yeah, dude, Natural Grocers looks good. Bro, natural grocers, son. Bro, natural grocers. That's a crazy pick. That's probably like the best stock we've looked at as far as like the balance sheet and the cash flows and the size of the company in general. Like, this is probably the best one we've looked at. All the other ones would be relatively difficult turnarounds potentially. This one, that's a direct Amazon competitor. You know, it's consumer products. People need food. People want good food, quality food. Natural grocers is an interesting one. I would say Petco and natural grocers. Petco, natural grocers, and Bed Bath and Beyond. Potentially the top 3 picks in my book. I think those are my top 3 picks of things they would acquire. Trader Joe's? I don't think that's public. It's got to be a public company. It says specifically, eyeing major acquisition of a publicly traded company, likely in the consumer or retail industry. So it has to be a public company. So if he buys, let's say Bark as an example, if I own Bark shares, would they turn into GME shares? See, that I don't know. That I don't know. I'm not sure on that. I'm not sure on that one. That's a good question. I've never been involved in a company that's like acquired something. So I don't really have that answer. Like, I don't know. I think so, but I don't know. Diamond in the rough, or a term from Aladdin, to quote the article. Aladdin? Oh wait, that's not Aladdin. I was about to sing Mulan, I think. A whole new world. I think that's Mulan. Oh, Justin, you're playing a dangerous game, Justin. You're playing a dangerous game, bro. You're lucky I like you, bro. You should be getting banned right now. You should be getting banned right now, bro. You're lucky I like you. You're lucky I like you, bro. Amazon doesn't own Sprouts, the best Kroger on metrics. Are you sure? I'm pretty sure Amazon owns Sprouts. Who owns Sprouts? I thought Amazon owned Sprouts. I guess not. I thought Amazon owned Sprouts. Does Amazon own Sprouts? No, I guess not. I guess not. But I don't think, is Sprouts a public company? No, it is. Too big though. Too big. I think Natural Grocers is a more obvious choice just because it's such a small company. Sprouts is too big. I honestly thought Amazon owned Sprouts though. See, you learn something every day. You learn something every day. As long as people, you know, are willing to help me learn. Why we think it's retail? Because it says it in the article. Now we just need to get Roy and Kitty in as assistant, the CIO, help with some deep fucking value plays. Yeah, but this is a little different than buying stocks, you know? He's trying to buy businesses. It's quite a bit different than buying like a stock play. This is a this is yeah. I don't think I mean, I'm sure in a lot of ways finding like an undervalued business to invest in on the stock market and finding an undervalued business to buy is like similar, but I'm sure there's a lot of major differences in the approach, actually doing the deal, negotiating for the deal, you know, finding a deep value play on the stock market, you just click the buy button and you own the shares. There's a lot more that goes into actually, well, you probably know that obviously, but a lot more that goes into buying the business as a whole. Sprouts leads you on. First Natural Grocer is not owned by Amazon. They're open in New York. Yeah, but Sprouts is a multi-billion-dollar company, and Natural Grocers is less than $1 billion in assets. So you got to look at it as, or GameStop could actually afford Natural Grocers, whereas I don't think they could afford Sprouts. And even if they can, I don't think GameStop's trying to buy one company. I think they're trying to buy multiple. I don't think they're trying to just buy one. I think they're trying to buy 500 million to $1 billion in assets and turn it into a multi-billion-dollar juggernaut just like they did with GameStop. I don't think they're trying to buy like a $5-10 billion company. I just don't think that's the goal. I really don't. WMK, what's that? Wise Market? That's a little bit smaller. WMK, huh? I think WMK is going to be a little too big, but kind of interesting. Yeah, I think it might be a little too big, but definitely an interesting one. Wise Market, huh? Ban that guy. Nah, I like Justin. I like Justin, bro. He's a good guy. Justin's a good guy. That might make me sell. So hopefully he doesn't even consider that garbage. I don't think he would. Lucan Coffee? No, definitely not Lucan. Although a coffee brand would be interesting, huh? I think Lucan Coffee's Chinese, though. Yeah, that's a Chinese company. I don't think that's happening. Thanks for checking. They had Amazon Fresh. Yeah. You're right. You right. Yeah, I appreciate you. I like learning new things, so thanks for letting me know. Forcing me to look it up. Best Buy. Best Buy's too big. Collector Universe is too big. Corsair. I think Corsair would be too big, but I haven't looked that up in a long time. Plus, Corsair is probably one of their partners. And Corsair's not retail. Yeah, Corsair's not as big as I thought it was. It's actually only been selling off. I thought Corsair was decent. Why is it selling off so hard? Oh, I see. I see. Corsair's interesting, but I just think it's going to be a retail thing. And Corsair kind of looks like it maybe wouldn't be able to turn around. It kind of looks like it might be a tough turnaround. I don't know, though. I'm just trying to go off what he said. BNED? What's that? Barnes and Noble. That Barnes and Noble would be funny, but I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. Barnes and Noble would be funny, but I don't know about that one. I just feel like books wouldn't be a good business, but I don't know. I just don't know that books would be a good business. People will try and buy whatever stock of whatever company they buy into to get in on the hype, meme hype. GME holders will keep buying GME. It's going to be a good time. I agree. I agree, bro. I'm excited. This is sick, dude. This is sick. A lot of I've never speculated so much in my life, bro. I've never speculated so much. Like, what is he gonna buy? What is he gonna buy, dude? Like, everyone's been speculating for years. Now he's actually telling you he's gonna buy something in the retail space, and people are gonna come up with all these like terrible stocks that aren't even related to retail or consumer products. But a lot of good suggestions here today in the chat, or tonight, I guess. God, it's fucking late, bro. It's fucking late, bro. We've already done a 2-hour stream. Oh my god. We've already been live for 2 hours. That's crazy. It'll be cool to look back on this stream and see if anyone was close or right. Yeah, definitely. Ryan did say when China wakes up, it'll be crazy. Maybe an Asian opportunity. I just feel like Ryan wants to keep business in the U.S. I don't know. I don't know if Ryan's trying to expand, you know? I feel like that's why he's getting rid of the stores in the other countries. I think he wants US only, but I don't know. I'm going to head out. I'm going to sleep on it, but I do like Bed Bath & Beyond. I miss going to Bed Bath & Beyond. That one just seems like potentially the most obvious because he's already been like an activist investor there, and he probably already has a good idea of how to turn it around. So that one definitely seems like the most obvious one. But I don't know. BBWY? What's that? Oh, Bath and Body Works. I think that's too big. Yeah, too big. Writing's been on the way since they updated the investor relations. Very true. Did that report give any type of ideal? Wait, what do you mean, Michael Anthony? What do you mean? VLGEA. I think that's going to be a foreign company. Village Supermarket. I know it's US. Usually the 5 ticker things are foreign. VLGEA. It's not foreign. Let's see. That could be a good one. But I feel like the other reason why Bed Bath & Beyond would make sense is because it also has that brand recognition, and it has that like meme following, you know? Like it has everything that GameStop has. So on top of, you know, Cohen already being an activist and potentially knowing how to turn it around, Bed Bath & Beyond also has that same type of following as GameStop, of just like obsessed psychotic investors, or maybe not even investors, but just a psychotic online following. But yeah, this one's pretty interesting. So I wasn't really thinking about that before, but I think brand recognition is also going to be top of mind for Cohen, because, you know, that was a huge part of the reason he was able to turn around GameStop, was because of the brand. Didn't Ryan Cohen tweet about reliable journalists the other day? Yeah. Yes, he did. I like Corsair, to be honest. I didn't even think about it till you showed it. Recently hit its all-time low. Yeah, I saw that. That was crazy. I haven't looked at Corsair in a while. Last time I looked at Corsair, I think it was like 12, 13 bucks, somewhere around there. Denny's? Ooh, I actually like Denny's. I actually like Denny's, but I don't know if Ryan's trying to get into the food business. I don't know if he's trying to get in the food business. He did say consumer though. I guess that would technically kind of be the food business. Yeah, Denny's could be an interesting one. Denny's is a very interesting pick. I just don't know if that's like a business he would want to try to pursue or not. Solid brand though. Everyone knows what Denny's is. So that is a very interesting one for sure. Everyone knows what Denny's is. Oh, did Denny's go bankrupt? It's not even on the market anymore. What the hell? I think Denny's went bankrupt. Yeah, I think Denny's went bankrupt. It's not on the market anymore. And the story with him probably involved in the past with Gustavo. Saw something about the author on Superstock. Late tin is the best tin. Wait, the author of the article? Lauren Thomas and Peter Rudiger? What about him? Man gets all his employees, journalists, and international store sale deals through Twitter. That's funny. Fishy friends, what's up, fishy friends? Hope you're doing good. Den trades at 625. How come I can't find it on Yahoo? I think Denny's got delisted. It's not even on Robinhood. I think it got delisted. I know that Kroger was going to buy ACI that went over 30.35 last year, now trading at 16.59. ACI? Albertsons. Albertsons going to be too big. Yeah, Albertsons massive. If Bed Bath & Beyond came back, I'm definitely pulling up. Bet. Would he buy a store like ACI since shares low? I think he's not buying the stock though. He's trying to buy the business. He's trying to buy the whole business. He's not trying to buy stock. I think that's where people are getting confused. People are thinking he's going to go buy stocks on the market. No, he's trying to buy the whole business so he has control and he can turn it around. Denny's already being bought and why shares go sideways. Maybe that's why I can't find it. Is WBA a thing? Nah, I got bankrupt. It's delisted, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. WBA would be too big anyway. Denny's comes up on stock charts. It doesn't come up on Yahoo or Robinhood, so I think Denny's got delisted. It might come up on stock charts, but I bet the price hasn't moved in however long. DOCM. That's not that's not on the US exchange, my friend. Not on the US exchange. Yeah, I don't know. There's not very many more suggestions. I feel like we went through all of them already. There's not very many more. How am I gonna sleep tonight? How am I gonna sleep tonight, chat? Make sure you guys go watch the video I uploaded if you guys missed the article or if you want someone to read it to you. I uploaded a video of me reading the article on this channel, so if you guys want to go check that out. I don't know how much longer I'm going to be on stream here. Den got bought 1st of November. Yeah, it probably stopped trading on the market then too. Sleepy management teams, lazy boys. Is lazy boy still on the market? I don't think I don't feel like that would be a business Cohen would get into though. I don't know that and it's a 1.5 billion market cap. I think it's too big anyway. But I don't know if that would be a good business or not. Very debatable. Very debatable. Denny's Corp to be acquired by Tri-Artisan Capital Advisors, Treeville Capital Group, and Yacht Enterprise. Ah. See Jimmy pop up over 24 a couple hours ago. Yes, sir. It's because of that Wall Street Journal article. It's an interview for Ryan Cohen. Like I said, I uploaded the video on my channel if you want to go check it out. Nighthawks, I'm gonna grab some shut eye. Alright, Moose, much love, bro. Much love, Moose. Appreciate you stopping in, bro. Unknown. What's up, Unknown? How you doing, bro? Folks always gotta sit. Fubo. I don't know about Fubo. It's like that TV brand, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know about that one. That's like a streaming service. That'd be more like that'd be like a more similar to Cineverse, I feel like. It could be an interesting pick though, but I just think it's gonna be a retail with like a strong brand. That's why I just like I don't like it, but Bed Bath and Beyond is like screaming. The demand for sitting is very high. Oh, I got you. I get what you mean. 250K a shares volume after hours. Damn, that's quite a bit, isn't it? That's quite a bit for after hours. Oh, it's not gonna show. It's not gonna show on Yahoo. Den did go private since it was bought by the news. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured. Some like websites and stuff will still show it, but the price obviously hasn't moved since they got bought out. Ryan Cohen should bring back Fubu for us, buy us, play on, play. Play on, player. Player. Chicka chicka weird, chicka weird. What's up, players? Fun stream, fun stream. Good times, chat. I think it's time to get out of here, though. I appreciate everyone stopping in. That was awesome. We don't do these nighttime streams very often, so that was sick, chat. I really appreciate you guys. Hopefully, you know, I stream like every day during the market hours, so hopefully I'll see some of you guys during the regular streaming times, but maybe I'll try to do some more of these late night streams if people are actually going to show up. If you guys actually, you know, if you guys want these later night streams, I'd be down to do them. But I usually don't do them because nobody shows up. That's why I normally just stream my normal hours. Hey, much love, Danny. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, Danny. Thank you for stopping in. Does look like it trades on FinViz. That's why it's still listed. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go check out your other video of Ryan Cohen. Hey, much love, fishy friends. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you for stopping in. Let me know what you think of that. Hey, much love, Ruben. God bless, bro. God bless. Having problems sleeping at night since my wife passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Michael. I'm sorry to hear that, bro. That's very sad. That sucks, bro. I'm very sad. I don't really know what to say. That's terrible, bro. That's like an actual tragedy. I feel extremely bad for you, Michael. I hope you're doing okay, bro. I hope you're doing okay, bro. GME to the moon. Amen, Danny. Hopefully we see you again. Hopefully we see you again. I am going to get out of here, though. It's late. It's late. That was a fun stream. That was a fun stream. Make sure you guys go check out the video I posted. If you haven't read the article or listened to it yet. I posted a video of me reading the article, so definitely go check that out if you haven't. But much love to everyone. I hope you guys have a good night. With her for 25 years, knew her most of my life. Damn, bro. That's rough, bro. That is tough. I'm so sorry to hear that, bro. Damn. I'm so sorry, Michael. I hope things get better, bro. I hope things get better. God bless you, Michael. I gotta get out of here, bro. I appreciate you though, Michael. Thank you for supporting the stream. God bless you. Bass Mechanic, much love, bro. Hopefully we see you again. Hopefully we see you again, Bass Mechanic. I'm out of here. I'm out of here, chat. Thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you to the OGs, the people that have been here, for a long time. Thank you guys for always supporting the stream. And thank you to the new people. Thanks for giving the stream a chance. Hopefully we see you again. God bless you. And yeah, have a good night, day, wherever you reside in the world. I appreciate you. God bless you. Peace.